Trump star Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, with the DA's office has been investigating for the past 5 years. After the proceedings, Trump has already announced that he plans to travel back to his Florida home to deliver remarks later in the evening tomorrow. However, exactly what Trump will be able to say in those remarks is still a mystery, with some legal experts arguing he is likely to be under a gag order. And right now, we are seeing movement finally right outside of Mar-a-Lago there. His caravan now leaving with Secret Service agents. They are now making his way to the airport at West Palm Beach there, and we do have Skyfox images high above showing the caravan in full effect right now. We also have a ground shot that will soon be coming of the former president leaving his beloved Mar-a-Lago estate, heading to New York City, where he will spend the night at Trump Tower before tomorrow's historic arraignment there of a former president. There are reports there that the number of charges could be anywhere from 20 to 34. That indictment is still under seal, and we will not know until tomorrow's arraignment what is included in the indictment there. But now that ground shot is here. We do have the motorcade now leaving West Palm Beach for the airport right now. And take a look there at the shot there. You got about 6 SUVs leaving right now, and you can see the Trump supporters there lined up across, wrapped around the street right there, waving the former president there off right there. Here's where he's headed, to his plane there to take him from Florida to New York City. And we have another shot here of some more supporters there wanting to say their final goodbyes before he is arraigned tomorrow in New York City. We don't know what he will be able to say tomorrow in his remarks, because there could be a gag order placed on him. So that still remains to be seen. We don't even know what the indictments are yet, or the charges right now, because they are still under seal. But of course, we will know all tomorrow about that, and we will have several legal experts on with us to really dissect the charges tomorrow, and what it means for Donald Trump going forward, and what it means for his legal team to kind of juggle these different investigations that are going against the former president, because this is not the only active investigation going on. You have the Georgia election one still going on, and then you have the federal ones going on from the Department of Justice and the special counsel investigation. So you got 4 active ones going against the former president, and his legal team is going to be very, very busy. And of course, they already said that they will be challenging the number of charges that are brought against Donald Trump there. And now we are seeing our Skyfox footage there taking the former president now to the West Palm Beach airport, where soon he will be wheels up here in just moments, taking him back to New York City. Some news that was coming in that I was just reporting earlier, that Trump is expected to arrive at the New York City courthouse tomorrow at 11 a.m. ahead of his scheduled arraignment in front of the judge at 2:15 Eastern. The proceedings are expected to take 15 to 30 minutes, with extensive security around the building, expected to search everyone in the courtroom twice. According to legal experts, Trump is likely to be fingerprinted and will take a mugshot, but there is not expected to be a perp walk or public arrival for security reasons there. And now we see the caravan that continues right now, the motorcade for Donald Trump, taking him here onto something that we have just never seen before, of a former president heading to New York City for his arraignment tomorrow. Just last night, he put on his Truth Social saying, "I will be leaving Mar-a-Lago on Monday at 12 noon, heading to Trump Tower in New York. On Tuesday morning, I will be going to, believe it or not, the courthouse. America was not supposed to be this way there. So that was the former president putting that out on his social media account yesterday, and we are expecting to hear more from him today on his Truth Social, as well as his prepared remarks that will be happening tomorrow back in Florida for this very quick 36-hour trip to New York City here. New York Police Department officers have also blocked roads around both Trump Tower and the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse, where the former president is expected to appear tomorrow. While police say there have been no threats, we even heard that from them just moments ago in a news conference. They still will have all of their police officers in uniform just in case of any active emergencies. We know that there will be protests happening right around the courthouse tomorrow, so it will be something of a historic nature, obviously, in New York City, as we are continuing to show you this Skyfox aerials of Donald Trump's motorcade heading to the West Palm Beach airport. Soon where he will be wheels up here. Eric Trump, the son of former President Donald Trump, was seen giving the thumbs up to reporters from the back seat of an SUV on the way to the Palm Beach International Airport. Former President Trump is expected to depart his there from West Palm Beach here in just moments. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and New York Police Department Commissioner held a briefing today talking about the security preps and warning everyone to, quote, control yourselves. He says the New York mayor said that New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger. We are the safest large city in America because we respect the rule of law in New York City. And although we have no specific threats, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is known to spread misinformation and hate speech, says she's coming to town. While you in town be on your best behavior, as always, we will not allow violence or vandalism of any kind, and if one is caught participating in any act of violence, they will be arrested and held accountable no matter who you are. As you all know and are all aware, Donald Trump will be in New York tonight through tomorrow. His presence is expected to draw a lot of attention from media, spectators, and protesters alike. That was coming from the deputy mayor there, Philip Banks, talking about really this unprecedented moment where we are seeing Donald Trump in just a different view this time around. So many times we have been talking as him as president there, and then before that he was, of course, a candidate and then went on to become president. But we showcased so many different types of rallies and speeches of Donald Trump, and this one is entirely different, as now we are taking Skyfox camera footage of his motorcade taking him to his arraignment that will be happening tomorrow there. And first he will be up on his so-called Trump Force One plane that we have seen so many times in the past there when he was a candidate, and now that he is a candidate again, we've seen it on several different rallies when he goes to these airport hangars to do his different kinds of speeches and rallies. Expected tomorrow as well, 8:15 Eastern, the former president will be back at Mar-a-Lago, where he is expected to make some remarks. And we will see what those remarks will be, because some legal experts talking about there may be a gag order placed on him about talking about the case there and the charges that are brought against him. So far from media reports, we are seeing anywhere from 20 to 34 possible charges that could be unsealed tomorrow ahead of tomorrow's arraignment. We do see some supporters pulled off to the side of the road there, and they are waving now to Donald Trump right now. Some of you are going to see a quick 2-minute break here. Everyone stay right here with us. More to come on Live Now from Fox on this really history in the making caravan taking Donald Trump to New York City. And for those of you still here with us, we always appreciate as we are live, raw, and unfiltered here for you, bringing you the different types of shots that we are seeing. So many different camera angles right now of this caravan making the way there to the airport to take Donald Trump to New York City here. And we will have that wheels up moment pretty soon right here. You can see Donald Trump's plane right there that we have seen so many different times there. The stairs are ready for Donald Trump's legal team and his family to make their way up those steps. We do have more supporters there on the roadways there, some with flags, some with Make America Great Again flags, showcasing their support for Donald Trump ahead of tomorrow's historic day that will be taking place. Now, just yesterday, former President Donald Trump's lawyer has said that he expects to make a motion to dismiss any charges brought by a Manhattan grand jury in District Attorney Alvin Bragg's investigation. We will take the indictment, we will dissect it. The team will look at every potential issue that we will be able to challenge, and we will challenge. And of course, I very much anticipate a motion to dismiss coming because there's no law that fits this. That was according to Trump's attorney there just yesterday. Speaking ahead of the big arraignment there. Now, in New York City, the New York police are already erecting barricades around Trump Tower. New York police officers have also blocked roads around both Trump Tower and the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse, where the former president is expected to appear tomorrow. While police say that there have been no threats to the city, the preparations come following Trump's call to supporters last month, urging them to protest and to, quote, take our nation back in the event there of his arrest. And now we are getting closer for this motorcade to the airport here, and we still see many supporters out there lining the street to offer their support there of Donald Trump coming on the historic day tomorrow that we will all witness. And of course, we will have full live coverage here for you. The former president is expected to be at the courthouse tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's several hours ahead of his arraignment at 2:15. This has been a security issue for some time, and they have been talking from the DA's office to New York City Police to Secret Service, have all been actively looking at this for the best security protocols ahead of this unprecedented arraignment that we will see. So this is where we are at right now. For those of you just joining us here on Live Now from Fox, we really appreciate it as you are seeing really history in the making right now of the former president making his way to the airport in Florida to go to New York City. He will spend the afternoon and evening at his Trump Tower high-rise, and then he will take a motorcade tomorrow, about 4 miles from Trump Tower to the courthouse there. And now we are at the airport right here where Donald Trump will go with his team, his legal team, his family, presumably with him. And they will make their way up the steps there of the famed Trump plane and then take off for New York City, a place where he knows all too well, going to Trump Tower, where they filmed The Apprentice there for so many years. And then it's the same Trump Tower where he held all his transition meetings when he won the election in 2016 and had so many dignitaries come to Trump Tower to do meetings ahead of his transition from a candidate to a presidential elect to president. And now we are seeing the ground shot there. There we see the former president, Donald Trump, making his way up the steps right now to his plane, where soon he will be wheels up there. And going and now waving to the cameras right there. And now going back to New York City in a much, much different light now, to now face off with the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, and the charges that will be brought against him tomorrow. And we will know just how many and what is included in that indictment that will be unsealed sometime tomorrow ahead of that famed and iconic arraignment there. So we have several different shots available here to us. This one where he just left Mar-a-Lago and now his team going up the steps there.